Channel on the internet.
Welcome back to another adventure, and if you guys love boating as much as I do and you enjoy watching videos like this and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications for more videos in the future. And yes, miracles do happen, because right now it's 9:15 in the morning and we made it to Madison Hammock, and that's pretty early for us. And for those people that do boating here locally in Miami, right now the Coast Guard is going to be doing safety checks, so make sure you have all your equipment on the boat. And that noise that you hear on the background, well, the day is pretty windy. I want to say it's blowing over 20 knots. It's blowing pretty hard. It's actually pushing all the seaweed into shore, like you guys are gonna notice at the top of the ramp. And that seaweed could become very dangerous, especially when you're pulling out the boat at low tide. The seaweed can make your tires slip and also keep the ramp wet, so make sure to take extra precautions when you're pulling out the boat. What I try to do is keep the truck wheels away from the seaweed, and here when 4x4 becomes very handy, especially when you're pulling out, because the front tires stay on the dry surface. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys a rundown or a list of all the safety equipment you need to have on your boat. And this is vessels between 26 feet all the way up to 40 feet. And the first thing that she's asking for is the fire extinguisher. Then you're going to need at least 2 Type 5B portable handheld, and it must be US Coast Guard approved. Also, you're gonna need a flare kit, and very important, watch the manufacture date and expiration date, and make sure you guys keep those in a dry area or a dry compartment. And there are 2 types, the handheld tube and the gun with the cartridges. Me myself, I like to use a handheld. And then now she's asking for US certified life vest, and you need at least one for every person in the boat. And also you're gonna need a Coast Guard approved throwable flotation device. And if you guys are not understanding or getting the list, don't worry, because I'm gonna leave a link from FWC website, and there you can find the detailed list of safety equipment required according to the size of your vessel. And Island Hopper number 2 falls under vessels between 16 to 26 feet long, because this is a 25 footer. And there are 4 different safety equipment lists. One is under 16 feet, number 2 is 16 through 26, third one is 26 to 40, and the last one is 40 all the way up to 65. And all 4 of those links are going to be in the description below. And these safety checks, I think, is a good idea, because if you have something expired or missing, now you're going to be aware of it and you have a chance to fix the problem. And this does take a little bit of your time, 20 to 25 minutes, but that time doesn't matter when you see yourself in a bad situation and you don't have the right safety equipment to survive or call for help. And talking about calling, is not mandatory, but it's good to have a VHF radio, a permanent fixed onto the boat, or a handheld. Also, you have to have a horn or whistle, and it's good to have both just in case the battery goes dead or something happens to the electrical panel. It's good to have the whistle. Now, I have been boating over 30 years here in South Florida, and thank God I've never seen myself in a bad situation. The only time is one of the kids cut the foot, and I had the first aid kit to bandage it up. And that is something always good to have on your boat. First aid kit with peroxide, and that I had to use because the kids got one of the hooks stuck on their hand. But other than that, we've been pretty lucky for being so many years on the water. And something that I do on my own while I'm at home washing the boat, I check the bilge pump and the flow switch, make sure they're working properly. And this is starting to feel like an educational video, but I guess this is something good for the new boaters and the old boaters to refresh your memory. And once again, just in case you didn't understand what I'm explaining, well, you're gonna have 4 links on the description below that you could click according to your size of your boat and get the right proper list from FWC, because there is gonna be explained way much better, just in case you guys get confused or didn't understand what I said on the video. But well, enough talking, and it's time to get this video going, because cold or windy weather is not gonna stop us from having fun in the sun, because we're gonna meet up with the rest of our friends at the Sandbar. And on windy days, you better have some good boating skills and good common sense, because if not, you're gonna wind up hitting the pilings on the pier or another boat. Luckily, we have nobody around us. soon as we got away from the pier, the wind started hitting us even harder, making the boat a little difficult to handle. Without hitting anything, we set it off on our adventure for today, but yep, it was still pushing us around. But again, lucky was nobody launching off or coming back, so we had the whole water to ourselves. And you're gonna see here that I'm trying to turn left, but the wind is pushing us to the right. And by the way you compensate that is by giving it a little more gas. But no worries and no fear because we got things under control. Alright guys, so it's pretty cool. It's been a pretty interesting morning. First of all, we got a lot of wind. So we're gonna be fighting the winds on the way to Hialeah Key. And we also got a safety check from the Coast Guard. We actually passed. Woo! Pretty good. There's something new about the safety check that I didn't know about. It's having what did you say? Yellow flag, right?
Orange.
Oh, big orange flag. First time that I hear about that one.
You put it on the deck of the...
You put it on the deck. That lets the coast, yeah, that lets the Coast Guard flybys let them know you're in distress. So that's the first one to me, an orange flag, you know. But place it on the deck, not waving, you know, not on a pole.
They can see it from the top.
Yeah, it has to be facing.
So they can pick you up from the other boat.
Yeah, it has to be placed on the deck or on the floor. So like that, you know, overhead flybys, they know you're in distress. So that's a new thing to me. I didn't know about that one. But yeah, check it out. We got the sticker, baby. Yeah, we passed. We passed. That's because they know Big Mama. Now the lady was really nice. You know, I mean, I normally have everything. That's just this time, I'll be honest, I didn't know about the what do you call it, orange flag. So now I'm gonna go have an orange flag. So let's go with today's show, and it's gonna be a windy show, and we're launching off of
like really windy.
yeah, it was really windy, more than expected. But the thing is, once we get to Hialeah Key, the island is gonna block the wind because it's coming from the east. So we'll be behind the island. So let's go with the water show, baby.
Oh yeah, they're taking pictures, bringing some pictures.
So they're trying to take advantage of a sunny day, but it's so windy that it's so windy water that so windy, it's so windy, even the ducks are taking a break from the wind. Yeah, look at that, they chilling. They chilling. And today we're on the island hopper number 2, baby. And yeah, look, it is windy. A little cloudy, but it's just, I think it's just the morning clouds. It'll clear up. Yeah, it's it's not a problem for island hopper. We're gonna have a cool ride, baby, all the way to Hialeah Key. And no, you're not seeing things. We didn't have a chance to eat breakfast at home, so Gita's eating her hard-boiled eggs on the go. And like you notice, nor bumpy water or windy day is not gonna stop Ogita from eating her breakfast. Me, I had one and the bumps knocked it out of my hands. I decided to stay hungry and wait to eat once I get to the Sandbar. And the further we got into open bay, the chops started to get bigger and bigger. I believe they were from 2 to 3 feet. And you can't really notice on the lens because I believe the wide angle kind of flattens the image, so the waves look smaller. The size didn't really matter. The problem was they were so close to each other that felt like a jackhammer was hitting the bottom of the boat. It was so bumpy that we had to stop because the float in the front tie strap broke or it got loose, so we was afraid it was gonna catch air and fly away. Look at that. Don't worry about it. It ain't going nowhere. Pretty bumpy ride. It's taking us double the time to get here. At this point, I was thinking, man, I should have brought the Hydro Sport because I would have ate all the chop up. But with the 25-footer, I couldn't go as fast as usual. We were cruising about 22 miles an hour. The chop and the wind was getting so annoying that at midpoint, I was debating is to turn around or keep going. But I figured we made it this far, might as well keep advancing. I knew once we get behind the islands, the wind was gonna be blocked and smooth down the chop. And that's exactly what happened, giving us a break from the bumpy ride and the wind hitting us in the face. And we have reached Hialeah Key. Yeah, but it's wavy here too. So it's gonna be an interesting day. Bumpy side to side, baby. Look at this. Yeah, it's blowing, baby. It's blowing really hard. But make the best of it, right? We're here, so let's go and show, baby. A ver lo que pasa. Like we Cubans like to say, esto está arriba. So in this, you gotta throw a lot of anchor so you don't drift away. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But you know how it goes. Rain or shine, and even windy weather is not gonna stop the sandbar life at Hialeah Key. And luckily for us, we got Brian, my kind of party, and Sammy helped us anchor up. And now that we settled in, it's time to join the fun in the sun at Hialeah Key. And we made it here by 10:45. So it took us almost 45 minutes to get here, almost double the time. And like I predicted, since the wind is coming from the east, the mangroves and the island were blocking most of the wind, making it pretty comfortable to jump in the water and hang out and start the fun in the sun with Pachanga Plus Plus and DJ Dario en la casa with Team Bajito, baby. And we're expecting another crew coming, Empire. And once again, I want to say I'm sorry for all the wind noise because I thought the camera wasn't going to pick it up that loud. And well, today we're filming Chuchi's music video. Well guys, things are getting warmed up here at Hialeah Key, even though the day is not 100% weather condition wise, but the fun is 110%, compensating for the difference of the bad weather. And you guys already know that half of the fun, it's getting there. But it wasn't really that fun this time because the ride was really bumpy. But I think we made the right decision to keep going forward because we made it here. And we're gonna call this part 1 the learning phase, because you guys learned a little bit about the safety equipment you need on the boat. And remember, the safety equipment list is gonna be in the video's description below, and that is directly with FWC. And as time passed by, more people showed up, and you're gonna see that in part 2. Plus me and my kind of party teamed up together to add a little boost with the numbing juice. So guys, make sure to keep your eyes open for notification for part 2.